From the Lower Colorado River Authority, this is Wavelength.
The creation of this new river authority will help electrify rural Texas.
And so today, we gather here to dedicate this mighty structure, the Cannondale.
But this has been a great organization for 60 years. It's going to be a great organization for a long time to come.
Hi everyone, welcome to the April 2004 edition of Wavelength. When LCRA purchased these 1,300 acres on the Colorado River in Bastrop County back in 1995, the vision was to create a nature park where people could learn about and interact with the natural world. Today, McKinney Roughs hosts thousands of school kids each year, putting them in touch with the Colorado River and the diversity and beauty of this nature preserve. With an eye toward the future, LCRA also purchased over 400 acres of property bordering McKinney Roughs.
We bought that property to protect the boundary of our nature preserve, but we also bought it so that we could have some say about ultimately how this piece of property would be used. Again, we wanted a use here that would be compatible to our McKinney Roughs Nature Preserve. We wanted a use that would be complementary.
This is going to be a great project.
Woodbine Development Corporation of Dallas closed the deal recently on the purchase of 656 acres adjacent to McKinney Roughs. Plans call for a major destination resort hotel, golf course, and full-service spa. The $135 million project will be developed and operated in an environmentally sensitive manner.
We think the site is what needs to dominate this, and so the process of dealing with and delivering the environment, I think society is really taken with ecotourism and nature. And also, I think that's good business. The fact that we would be so environmentally sensitive, I think, is something our customers will really enjoy.
Well, this is obviously a great day for LCRA, for Woodbine, but it's an even greater day for Bastrop.
The golf course will run from the pecan bottom along the river up into these rolling hills with amazing vistas. These poles mark areas that will be tee boxes and greens on the future course, which is an Audubon certified facility.
The purpose of those golf courses is to have courses that are nature friendly, that are ecologically sound, provide habitat for wildlife, preserve the environment. They deal with water quality issues. So those are all things that, quite frankly, are very much part of the mission of LCRA.
The 500-room hotel and resort facilities will have a huge impact on the local economy, providing a large number of new jobs. Plans also call for shared programs and facilities, including an equestrian center, which will be open to the public.
Hopefully, we'll have a lot more people that will fall in love with the Colorado River because of their experience here at this destination resort, and maybe some of them will do their part to ensure that we have this beautiful river for decades to come and generations to come. I'm excited about this project. It's been a long time coming, and it's going to be a great addition to our region and a great neighbor for LCRA.
In 1992, LCRA operated one water supply system in Burnett County and one wastewater system at Camp Swift in Bastrop County. Today, LCRA owns or operates 36 water and wastewater systems, serving more than 100,000 people throughout the region.
As the population continues to grow in Central Texas, LCRA expects these water utility services to double in size in the next 5 years.
And because of that, we're continuing to expand our system and put money in the ground, put assets in the ground. This next year, we anticipate about $50 million of additional assets, capital assets. A large portion of that is in the West Travis County area. in terms of transmission lines, some improvements to the pump stations. Another large portion is up in Williamson County, where we're seeing a lot of growth on the wastewater system up there.
One highly visible symbol of that growth in water services can be seen on Highway 290 West near Dripping Springs, the gateway to the hill country. This 1 million gallon water storage tank is about to be hoisted into position, high atop its concrete pedestal. Contractor Landmark Structures holds a patent on this unique construction process.
Well, they have 24 jacks that sit up on top of the pedestal, and the jacks raise the tank 8 inches at a time, and they have teeth grippers that kind of sit on top of the jacks, which raises it up, and then they have another set of grippers on the bottom that hold it in place while they regrip, and then in turn, the next time they'll raise it up again 8 inches.
Well, they'll hoist it, set it on what we call hoist bricks, so it's basically just sitting up there. Tomorrow they will be pouring what we call the concrete ring beam. It ties it together. Then what happens is we put the roof plates on. Right now there is no roof. Right now it's going up through the pedestal. We'll put the roof plates on as well as the steel floor plates. Then you've got the completed tank. Then it's just a matter of sealing everything off, doing the painting and the finish out.
It's less expensive to do the assembly work and painting close to the ground. It takes less time and it's much safer. The hoisting process takes about 3.5 hours, but through the magic of time-lapse photography, we've shortened the process considerably. The elevated tank provides increased storage capacity, consistent water pressure, and improved reliability through gravity feed to all of the homes and businesses on the system.
Wind, hydro, natural gas, and coal. These are the diverse fuel sources used to generate electricity for LCRA's wholesale electric customers. Since Unit 1 came online in 1979, these coal-fired units at the Fayette Power Project near LaGrange have helped LCRA provide affordable, reliable electricity to more than 1 million people in Central Texas. The 3 units at FPP are operated as a base load plant, which means they run all the time, providing the majority of power to our end users. But just like your automobile, these big units need periodic maintenance and every few years a major overhaul. Unit 2's turbine generator and boiler are being upgraded during this outage to increase output and improve efficiency. Planning for this event actually started back in 1997.
We've got folks from the other plants that have come to help us from all over the company that are here working, as well as 31 different contracting companies with about 590 contractors and about 250 of our own people, so a mega outage.
What you can see up here is an overview of Unit 1 to your right, Unit 2 over here on your left. You see their mirror images of each other.
Several LCRA board members joined General Manager Joe Beal and members of the executive management team recently to see this massive overhaul up close and personal.
Tubes out in the parking lot.
Larry Onheiser is managing the project to retrofit the air handling system on Unit 2 boiler.
What we're doing is redistributing that air from the bottom, from the center of the boiler, bringing it up to the top above the burner zone. We're redistributing is going to create a longer fireball and we'll get a more thorough burning of the coal. And in that process, we're also going to get NOx reduction.
NOx, or nitrous oxide, is created during the coal combustion process. LCRA has committed to reducing NOx emissions plant-wide by 50% by the year 2005.
Between 1998 and 2003, on this unit, there are 26 forced outages that we've had. Those were from 10 different failure modes in 7 different areas of the boiler. So what we do during these outages is try to go and fix everything that we know of to try to prevent those failures.
This rotor and all the other assemblies that we looked at was all manufactured by Alstom in Rugby, England.
This rotor was actually forged in Poland and then shipped to England, and they machined it down, made all the blades and put it all together in Rugby, England, then shipped it to us on a boat that came in Galveston, Texas, was unloaded and brought here. Okay, this is our main transformer. You can see the three-phase power coming into the top of it. Comes into here at 24,000. It's stepped up to 345,000 volts.
New LCRA board member Kay Carlton, who represents Fayette County, says this was a great introduction to the company.
I saw things I'd never seen before. I'm very impressed by the professionalism, as I always am, of LCRA employees. But they know what they're doing. It's very, gives you a lot of confidence that they're doing the right thing, they're watching the money, and yet it's a good place to work. Everybody seems to be happy to be there.
Unit 2 is scheduled to be back together and ready for service by the end of April.
In the April edition of LCRA News, read about LCRA couples who are together at home and at work. Also, how healthy is the Colorado River? LCRA's Colorado River Watch Network gives us a 5-year look at water quality data from hundreds of volunteers. And employees rescue the Emergency Assistance Fund. Those stories and much more in the April LCRA News.
The company picnic is coming up May 22nd. This year, it's going to be at a brand new location, Camp Champions on Lake LBJ.
There'll be lots of great activities for the whole family: swimming, kayaking, water slides, rock climbing wall, volleyball, washers, horseshoes, dominoes, and bingo. The picnic will also feature a family safety day with information booths and giveaways. Of course, there'll be plenty of snacks, barbecue meal, and fireworks. That's Saturday, May 22nd at Camp Champions on Lake LBJ.
Well, that's it for this edition of Wavelength. We look forward to seeing you again next time.